I used to sleep in the Hare Krishna temple in San Francisco just to eat.
Yeah.
When I was on tour with the Grateful Dead, they would stop in San Francisco for a few months, and I would live with all these hippies.
Man, what a lifestyle you've led.
This was the summer of '87.
It's amazing you look as good as you do.
I'm amazed I'm still alive.
Really?
You know, I'm sleeping on a bus with all these hippies and everything. It was like, I can't stand that. So I would go to the Hare Krishna temple, and if you listen to their freaking speech for a few hours, you get to eat their food. You know, if you
what kind of food they make?
Everything vegetarian, but it all smelled like
hummus?
It all smelled like patchouli.
Oh. Had a battery?
Yeah, I think the battery.
I think that might be it, Dot.
Okay, I can get this thing off then. Can you still see us? We're still sitting here in the dark talking about Hare Krishna food. I mean, whoa. It all smells like patchouli, so, and plus they were trying to convince me to become a Hare Krishna. I'm like, okay, well, what does that entail? And they're like, okay, well, you have to, if you wear orange, you can't have sex ever, and if you wear white, that means you have to marry another Hare Krishna, and then you can only fuck when it means to make a child, when you're going to make a child. I go, I don't think so. Yeah. I'll pass. And instead of syncing with the rest of the deadheads, because remember, I wasn't asking for money from the dead to massage them, you know, everybody's on this bus, and they're all starving and smoking pot and selling pot. And I was like, I don't think ever. So I would walk up the street of Hashbury, up and down Haight Street, and I'd tell the shop owners, I give massage $25 an hour. This was '87, okay, people? And they're like, all right. So I was making so much money, and I was feeding all the rest of the deadheads.
Really?
You know, I will not think anywhere. I can go anywhere and survive, you know?
That's great.
Everybody's got to do that. You got to find your niche and kick ass. I don't want to hear anyone's fucking sob story. My father was an alcoholic, my mother didn't. Bullshit. Everybody can swim, you know? You swim or you sink. I can't handle anybody's sob story because nobody's had it worse than me, and I just keep going up and up and up. And if anybody like Anna Nicole Smith can make it, you know, fucking hell.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. But that's cheating. If you're a stripper, I'm sorry. See, I'm too proud to do that shit, you know? I'll do body painting.
Even though you could.
I would love it, you know, it'd be sexy. You know, I do it for boyfriends. I mean, you know, if I have a boyfriend, I'll do all that stuff for him. But that's the easy way out, you know what I mean? Courtney Love, Anna Nicole Smith, they both started out as strippers. Now look at them now.
Yeah.
That's easy. If
Courtney Love has a bit of talent, at least.
Yeah, I love it. I love that song, Celebrity Skin. Oh, make me over. That's sexy, you know? And she is one of the funniest people I've ever massaged. She's like, massage my tits, Dot. I'm like, all right, you know.
How'd that go?
Oh, she's hilarious, you know. She writes the word. I mean, she had all this writing on her stomach, and it wouldn't come off. I go, what's up with all the writing on your stomach? She goes, oh, that was last night's set list. It won't come off. And she walks around naked everywhere. She doesn't give a fuck. I think that's sexy when someone's that confident. I don't care. Everyone says she's bitchy and everything, but you know what? She was so funny that I actually like her now, you know. She had a big fight backstage and threw a trash can at her tour manager, and she was hilarious. She was so entertaining. I was like, what's next? What's coming next, you know? She was wearing nothing but a thong, and Gavin from Bush walked in. This was before he married Gwen, okay? Gavin walked in, and she didn't even cover her tits. She's like, what's up? He's like, trying to look at the floor, her eyes, everywhere except the breast, you know. It was just wicked funny. So that's all the shit I write in my book. Nothing that's too incriminating. You know, I could be the rock and roll Rushdie and write all that bad stuff. Who's shagging hookers, who's doing this and that. But I don't want the stars to try to shoot me.
Yeah, you don't want to.
I want to entertain the readers without pissing off the stars, which is kind of difficult.
Yeah.
But I did.
Keep it interesting, but not too revealing.
Didn't I email you the Butt Naked book?
Yeah.
Did you like it? Did you read some of it?
I did read some of it.
It's a lot. It's like 250 pages.
There's
so.
a lot there.
Yeah.
But I did read some of it, and it was enjoyable.
I mean, there's everything in there. I have a chapter.
Homer Simpson.
Yeah, we talk about. Whenever I write about Bruce Willis, I call him Homer Simpson because he's so sensitive, people. I mean, and he looks like a skinny Homer Simpson, doesn't he?
Yeah, I guess.
Imagine
I think
Homer.
he looks kind of sickly lately.
Imagine I know because he's too thin. Imagine Homer on a diet. Bruce Willis, right away. That's all I can imagine.
Pathetic.
Yeah.
Does he
All
like
that
to have
money,
a lot of sex?
you know,
He probably looks like he.
I mean, if you're getting it thrown at you as much as Bruce would, you'd have to give in and do it too. I'm sorry. You know, how can a man say no when he's got it just up there in his face, you know?
Right in his face. right there in his face.
You know. But then again, Eminem, he gets women thrown at him every day, and he wasn't like going for it. He was very restrained. I was on the Up in Smoke tour, a little bit of that, you know, like I flew over from Germany. I massaged them in Germany and showed them where.
How do you get that? How'd that happen?
My daughter, actually, she was like, Mom, this was '99 when I first met him. There's Eminem's playing at the Columbia Hall. Call, and who the fuck's Eminem? I didn't know, I've never heard, I thought it was Candy, you know. I called the Columbia Hall, I go, what's up, who's there, who wants a massage? And they know me because I massage, and they're like, oh, the tour manager at the time was a Scottish friend of mine who worked for Bush before. Like, these tour managers, when their group's not on tour, they do it with someone else. They tour with someone else. So it's all this big rock and roll family. And he's like, yeah, come down, everybody will have a massage. So I showed up. And they're like, who's this square white bitch? You know, I'm like, excuse me, which one's Eminem? Loser. And, you know, he was like, hey, what's up? He was really nice to me. And I showed him, I go, you look like my fucking brother. And I picked a picture out of my wallet, and I showed him a picture of my brother. He's like, I mean, he looks just like my brother. And so from that moment on, he was really friendly to me. And they were making jokes. They were taking the piss out of me all the time. They had this joke. I guess it's a Dr. Dre joke. If you say who, what, where, or why, they grab their balls and go, these nuts. And they go, Doc, someone out in the hallway wants to talk to you. I go, who? And they go, these nuts. You know, and I'm like, God. And then there was on the backstage pass, it said Slim Shady. I go, I thought this was a concert of Eminem. And they go, yeah. I go, well, who's Slim Shady? They're like, he's nuts. You know, they were winding me up so bad, but they thought it was funny. You know, if I would have come back there and knew every Eminem song, then it wouldn't have been, they would have been like acting super cool. But I went in there as a square white girl, and it was just really hilarious. Then I showed him around to the cinema. I brought him out to clubs in Berlin. I brought him to all the clubs. Eminem jumped up on all the tables, started rapping. His DJ took the German DJ and fucking threw him out. He's like, I'm here. So DJ Head took over and was spinning back. I mean, they're just wicked fun to hang out with. And then I went to America, did some of the Up in Smoke tour, and they're just hilarious. He wasn't chasing women. I mean, D12 was like catching all the slack. You know, Eminem's like not interested, and D12 was enjoying the extra flow of women. You know, it was really funny.
That's cool.
I love hanging out with him. I mean, they're kind of nervous. They're like, what are you writing about us in the book? I sent them the Eminem chapter, and they're like, oh, that's cool. But I think until the book comes out, some stars are nervous. But I don't care, because it makes it all that much more mysterious when it comes out. Yeah. They're all going to buy it and go, what the fuck were we worried about? Yeah. You know, but there's so much trivia in there. I mean, if you're a Kiss fan, you'll want to buy it. If you're a Stones fan, a Ramones fan. I mean, when I dated Joey, I was on the road with them for a long time. There's so much information in there you'll never read anywhere else. You know, and the Zappa tour, I don't know how it happened, but I'm an international Zappa representative. Zappa fans from all over the fucking world find me, contact me, and it's just so great, you know.
Well, because you know so much about
Yeah, and I got pictures of me and him, and I have the apron that he signed. My burp is on one of his CDs. I just love to be part of rock and roll, you know. It's so great. I can't play instruments, but at least I can massage their bodies, you know what I mean?
There you go. I was going to say something rude.
What, play their instruments?
You could play a skin
I massage females, too. I've massaged Sheryl Crow, Courtney Love, Garbage, Skunk Anansie. You guys don't know her. Let's see, who else? Lauryn Hill several times. Toni Braxton's girls, you know, the Braxton sisters, the backup singer from the Stones. I mean, I try to massage as many, who else? What other women? I try to massage as many females as I can, but there just happens to be more men in rock and roll than women. The Killer Barbies. It's just hard to get females, you know.
I hear you. We're going to have to do a part 2 on this one. It's going to have to be a second part.
All right, so I'll come back to City Pulse.
Yeah, I don't want to waste the low light level with this.
And not just, we're leaving now, the light's gone. And now we got to do karaoke, so
yeah,
we're out of here.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Yeah.
You got to come on my show when it comes out.
Absolutely.
I'm going to make you sing.
Yeah, I'll sing. Whatever.
Or get a massage or something.
Yeah, well, I'll take a massage from you anytime.
All right, cool.